Hey guys, welcome to my kitchen. Another big exciting day in my kitchen. Where are we going? What are we making? Listen, it was dangerous today. It was a little dangerous. I had to go to the beehive. I had to grab some honey. I got hit by a few bees, so if you see some red marks on my face, you know, because we want everything to be organic, raw, and real, you know what I mean? From the beehive to the table. That's how we roll here at Cooking and Tell with Joe. But none of that's true, actually. I did go to the grocery store and I got some honey, some organic honey. So we're gonna make a creamed honey coffee, and this is fun and it's easy. My grandmother, No Caroline, she used to take instant coffee more often, though you can make it with just espresso, but she would take instant coffee and she would add sugar, she'd whip that up, and then she'd typically make a latte. So we're gonna do that. She didn't do it with honey, but we're gonna do it with honey, and it's got a little bit of a different flavor, obviously. It's a little richer. I like it. It has that caramelized kind of flavor to it. And this is great. You can make a latte with it. You can make a mousse with this and just eat it like a mousse. You can actually freeze it and make like a coffee gelato. You could do all kinds of different things with this. We're gonna go old school. We're gonna go traditional with No Caroline, and we're gonna make a latte with this. All right, so let's go over ingredients. Let's start having some fun. 3/4 of a cup of honey. Oh, I love honey. I just love it. Honey's good for you too, just for the record, a little bit lower on the glycemic index if you want a little biology here. We're gonna do some instant coffee. Does not have the aroma. One of the things I love, you know, when you buy whole beans, you know, in a container and you open it up, oh, I love that aroma that comes out of there. It's great. Freeze-dried coffee does not have that. Now listen, if it was No Caroline days, I hate to say it, like, you know, 50 years ago, I can't even believe I say that number, we would be having Sanka. Remember Sanka? It was like orange and black, and it would be in the metal tin. So they don't have Sanka. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but we do have Taster's Choice. It's pretty good. I saw the commercial where they didn't know the difference if it was Taster's Choice or really high-end coffee in the restaurants. Do you remember that? So we'll see if that's true. We'll test it ourselves here today. But we've got 2.5 tablespoons of freeze-dried instant coffee. We're going to use about 1/4 cup of warm water. Doesn't have to be like scalding hot, and it doesn't even need to be warm, but it'll help dissolve the coffee a little bit quicker. We're going to use some powdered chocolate, right? So cocoa powder. We're going to use that as a garnish. We're going to make this thing look really beautiful. And what goes great with coffee is, for me anyways, is hazelnuts. So we're going to take some roasted, you can see the browning on those, isn't that beautiful? So I've got some roasted hazelnuts, which I roasted, chopped them up a little. We're going to finish it off. This is fun, it's easy, it's fast. Great to do with your kids, by the way. And this is something that'll last in the refrigerator. So like I said, you could freeze it, make an ice cream out of it, or throw it in the fridge. And it'll certainly last a few days. So you don't have to use it all today. Step number 1 in the process, guys, we want to whip our honey. So I'm going to go ahead and take the 3/4 of the honey, put that right in a bowl. So honey's ready to get whipped. So I'm going to set that aside just for a second. Step number 2, I'm going to take my instant coffee here, and then I'm going to take my warm water. I'm going to go ahead and just put the warm water, 1/4 cup of water, into my 2.5 tablespoons of coffee. And then with a spoon, we want that to dissolve. So I'm just going to go ahead and let nature take its course. Give it a little stir, and then I'm just going to set that aside. Bring back my honey, and now without making a big mess. And we're going to whip this until it gets nice and creamy. You could add that to butter too. You could take a butter, and when it gets a little bit less than room temperature, it's still a little bit cool, you could take some of your whipped honey, whip it first, and then you incorporate it within the butter, and then you reconstitute it. You just cool the butter again. It's just delicious. You could add cinnamon to it, vanilla. This takes about 3 to 5 minutes. I'm just going to take a bowl, put it under the beater heads there so we don't make a mess. Look how gorgeous that is. That's your whipped honey. That's just absolutely perfect. And now what I'm going to do is take my instant coffee. So now you're going to see everything's dissolved. So give it a nice stir. It's unforgiving on your clothes, so just be safe. Almost like blueberries here at this concentration. And then just give it a really gentle stir. Make sure all your granules are narrowed. Those are called your Folgers. Oh, maybe it was Folgers, not Taster's Choice. It was Folgers in the restaurant. I can't remember. I think it was Folgers. Folgers Crystals. That's what it was. And then so we don't wear this on our clothes, the easiest thing that I found to do, slowly incorporate it within your honey. So just take this, and then real slow, real gentle, and then just give it a nice stir. So that's pretty good right there. And now we're back at it. All right, here we go. So just go really slow first. This will take a good 3 to 5 minutes, and that is thick right there. And guys, look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous? Don't you just want to do that right there? I do. All right. So listen, this is really nice. This is very attractive to the eye. So we're gonna make a latte with this. So I'm gonna take a couple of glasses. Simple, guys, I'm gonna put some ice cubes in there. Now, guys, I'm gonna fill my glass up about 2/3 of the way. You know what makes this come out absolutely molto deleccio is when you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to the channel, everything comes right to your notification box. And like I tell you every week, guys, it really means the world to me when you subscribe to the channel, and it makes you part of the family. You know what I'm saying? So simple, simple. Look at that, is that awesome? And then we're just gonna put it right on top. Your tendencies are gonna wanna really to fill it up, but then the worry is then you can't stir it. So just heads up on that. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some chocolate powder, some cocoa, and I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit on top. And then I'm gonna take some hazelnuts, and I'm gonna pop those right on the top. Look at that, guys, is that beautiful or what? Man, what do you say? Let's have some fun. Favorite time, taste time. Oh yeah, so the powdered chocolate, it's a high-end chocolate. Oh, that is good, yeah. And then you get the hazelnut. So what I like to do is just give it a stir and just get a little bit of that topping inside there. Or you could top ice cream like vanilla gelato with this, the way it is. It's another great way to have it, right? Almost like an affogato. So I'm just gonna taste this. I did not have the beater, I'm telling you straight out. Swear to you, I didn't have the beater. What is that? It's like whipped cream, mousse, chocolate, and honey. That is good. I gotta make a little channel. Oh, that is absolutely delicious. For me, it's great with the milk because I love a latte, probably because I grew up with them. And secondly, it cuts that sweetness enough, you know, with the cocoa powder, which isn't sweet. And then the honey is sweet. It's sweeter than sugar. So, there's nothing wrong with that, man. That is good. That is good. That was worth getting stung by the bees for this morning, I gotta tell you. Thanks so much for joining me in my kitchen today. What a fantastic recipe. Thanks for taking a trip down the memory lane with Nono Caroline Boreal. Boy, that was fun. So delicious, so easy, so fun. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, notification bell. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. And guys, a message from me to you, one of the big tips, one of the reasons we do our videos, you know, once a week, a couple times a month, get around the table with your family and friends. You know, celebrate your heritage, whatever that is, it doesn't matter. And even more important than that, you're gonna set traditions of love. They're gonna last you a lifetime. I know they did for me. Hey guys, from my kitchen to yours, I can't wait till next week. Until next week, mwah, bon appetito.